Part 2 of Yellow Phase Thrifting. This time I'm going to show you guys the clothing and shoes that I picked up on my thrift trip. Welcome to the futures.
Turn your head once, now I don't.
Looks like they left the price tags on everything so I can give you guys an idea of what I paid for each item. So let's dig in. Here we go. This is the first item. This is a pair of obviously flats shoes. They are brown woven vintage Bossa Nova made in Brazil. So there's that. Most likely I'll just sell these on Poshmark. Every pair of woven shoes like this that I've bought has sold and sold really quickly. The fact that they're vintage and they're still in really good shape helps the selling factor. They're a size 7. Oh yeah, and I paid $2.99 for those. These I picked up for $3.99. They say handcrafted by Johnston and Murphy. The biggest reason that I picked up these men's loafers is because on the bottom here, hopefully you can see it right there, it says Goodyear Neolite, which Goodyear is a tire company, obviously. I'm assuming that they used to make rubber soles as well for shoes, which is, to me, is really cool. These loafers are also really cool. I think they're like called boat shoes. If you know anything about what they're exactly called, you can let me know below. This pair of shoes was a pretty awesome find, I thought. They're lined in like this furry type material, and they're clearly vintage. They are a bit worn on the bottom, but they are, let's see if I can get you the tag, show you the tag. They're vintage hush puppies, made in USA. Look at the dog, how cute is that? And then the tag in there, which I'll pull it out here. It said $4.99, but that red X through it means that it's a clearance item, which means that I paid 49 cents for this pair of boots. So that's a no-brainer. And I think they're really cool. If they were my size, I would definitely wear them. Alright, so I'll show you a random hard good since it's in the bag. $2.99 Zolmatriptan. This thing here is a clock / paperweight, maybe? I don't know. There's instructions and stuff with it, so I could know more about it if I read those, I'm sure, but I thought that was cool. So I definitely picked that up for $2.99. Back to the shoes. This is a pair of New Balances. They're like tied together, but they're brand new. Have never been worn. They're a bit like your like old man shoe or whatever you want to call it. I offered them to my boyfriend because they're in his size, and he said no to them. So anyway, I paid $5.99 for these. Ultra soft comfort. They're brand new. So that's, you know, there's always somebody who just likes a basic style, and that'll end up being perfect for them. Here was another clearance pair of shoes I picked up. I don't know a lot about this brand, but I've heard a lot about it. Anyway, this Rika brand, and I paid 49 cents for that because it was in the clearance rack. They're small. They're a little bit worn, but they seem to me like they might be vintage or at least older. Sport Walker 3 canvas shoe. So, okay. I brought this tote up here so that I can put the shoes in it, and I'm not even doing it. I'm putting them all over my floor again, which is what I said I didn't want to do. Alright, there, boom. Done. These I picked up because I thought they were, firstly, they're very handsome shoes in a very, very cool brown, like chestnutty kind of color. Also, I'm going to put one down because they're extremely heavy. They're very heavy, very well made. Let's see, what's the brand? O'Sullivan. So, and they're not very worn. They have very quality materials. 7.5D leather upper. So yeah, anyway, picked those up for $3.29. I was really excited about this Danny Max 14. Here's the outer jacket, or like blazer part of it, and then the little dress that goes inside, and it's got the cool like Prohibition pinstriping going on that I think is cool, like the menswear look. However, I just noticed that it has this big schmutz all over the sleeve. And I have no idea what that is. It looks like it might not even be mud. It's like paint or something. That red tag though means it cost me 49 cents, so it's 100% worth it still. And hopefully you can get that stain out and it's not a problem. Another 49 center. These are just some Eddie Bauer size 14 corduroy black basic boot cut. And they might even be wide leg, I don't know. Pant. Some of these bread and butter, they call them, the classics, just basic black pants sell. Who doesn't need a pair of basic black pants? Time travel to the future after I'm done folding these items. And go! Welcome to the future. So, this is a really cool Karen Hart medium women's quilted. This thing is like super bright. Bit of an acid trip on this one. Little jacket, women's jacket. I want to say, yep, that was 49 cents as well. That for me is a no-brainer. Let's see. Oh, here's one of the Pepsi hats I got, or the Pepsi hat that I got. I paid $1.59 for this one. Here's the inside tag. Definitely a vintage little Pepsi hat. Here's another 50 center. We like those red tags. This one, I think when I looked it over, I did not see a brand on it. So sometimes if you can't find a tag where it should be, obviously looking at for a materials tag, sometimes the brand puts the brand and sizing on the materials tag, which there is also no materials tag. So I'll just use a woman's sizing chart to try and figure out the size of this one. It looks like it might be about a size 18 or so. So I might have to try that one on. Here is another one. This one is a Italy Benetton, and it was a 50 center. This is definitely wool. It feels like wool, and it's got this fun little flower grapes and grape leaves on there. I mean, most of the stuff is self-explanatory, especially the stuff that costs 50 cents, of course. You know why I picked it up, because it's cheap and vintage, and I like to just mostly sell vintage stuff. So I like to have my store, my Poshmark store, pretty well stocked. Here's another 50 center. This is really cool knit, like argyle. How cool is this brown? And this color is, it's one of those colors that's like ugly, but it makes it really cool. Brian Matneal, lamb's wool and mohair. So it's definitely wool. Has that feel to it that I'm not a huge fan of, honestly. Aileen 16. This is a sweet vintage top. It feels like a vintage top. It's got the awesome stitching down it. Stripe with the big white buttons. It's quintessential 70s right there. This is, I picked this up for 50 cents as well because it's a single stitch t-shirt and it's vintage. It does not have a tag there. It has a couple stains, but it says Virginia Beach, Virginia. So for 50 cents I should be able to at least double my money on that one. And then we have the $1.29 for the super nostalgic 90s. You guys know what that is. The big dogs. It says run with the big dogs on the back, so that's pretty cool. Here is a Casper 4, women's size 4 blazer. Paid 50 cents for this. It has really awesome gold buttons. This is a really cool sweater. I also paid 50 cents for this. I'm gonna confess that I usually don't pay more than, I want to say 70 cents per item of clothing. So my cost of goods is really, really low, probably mostly because of the area that I live in. But this is a super fun knit with the little palms on it, called a Barry Ashley knit sweater. I did on this trip, I did pick up some full price clothing, so I'll show you guys that. And you know, if I pick it up and it's full price, that it's got to be extra special. Red tag, Petite Perceptions, fun little houndstooth blazer with the black side, which this always is flattering when it has the black down the sides. This is a very, very similar jacket called a Virgo 2 houndstooth. And it has like a, in the back, huge buttons, the little velvet details on the faux pockets. 50 cents again. Last jeans, that's a super vintage tag. Red price tag, which means that I paid 50 cents for these fun dark navy blue corduroy pants. Zenith Sportino. Here's a fun men's shirt. I love when shirts have like the pockets all the way down at the bottom near the hem. I don't know why. I think it's a 70s look, and I'm obsessed with the 70s look, so that's probably why. So Nicole Summer. This is a shiny large metallic women's mock neck sweater. I paid 50 cents. Dump it out. Alright. Aha! 50 cents. You guys aren't going to believe it. 50 cents. Big, chill, large. This is like a faux suede jacket with the stitching down the back. Very Almost Famous. Whoa, sorry. And with your fur lining and everything. For 50 cents, that was a definite no-brainer. Here we have a Stefano Worldwide. This is a black and red chunky oversized sweater with like a funky floral design, and it's super long. I like clothes that are made super long. This is one of the best finds of the day, or at least one of mine. It's really cool. It's like a pajama shirt or a beach cover-up with Mickey Mouse hanging at the beach. Another 50 center. These Mountain Lake, like light wash denim with the elastic waist, which I think is coming back on trend. Ship and Shore, this is a vintage sleeveless button up. It's really cute with the flowers and the white. That was another 50 center. This pair of shorts, I paid $4.29 for this because they're my size and I need shorts for summer, so bam. Red pair of shorts, pretty basic. 50 cents. This is a just my size. There's nothing too special about this other than that it is a 4X. So it's a big plus size, which I tend to find sells pretty well for me and is desirable. So, and I know that personally. This dress, I paid $6.99 for this dress. What is this? An April Cornell Trading India rayon. Alright, so I must have looked this up or something. But it's a rayon, sort of beaded at the bottom, pretty dress. So there's an example of one that I paid up a bit for. Oh my goodness, yeah. Okay, so these are the same exact pair of jeans twice. These are a pair of Wrangler denim jeans, and they have been hemmed at the bottom in a strange way, so they're like super duper short. So I don't know what's up with that. Either somebody turned them into capris or I don't know, but it says 42.30, so currently it's definitely not a 42.30, but they're exactly the same, which to me is cool because I can bundle them together and I can explain the length of them, and either a super short guy is gonna buy them or a woman who wants vintage crop denim. Definitely worth $1 for both pair of jeans. Here's a Samantha Sung dress. I paid 50 cents for this one. And it's just like a pleated sheath dress with the button down and collar. A very nice little businessy dress, which I don't think is vintage. It's more modern, but for 50 cents, I'll throw it up in my closet. Jean Pierre, size 910, 50 cents. It's got little pearly buttons. It's kind of like a sheer vintage shirt, which I have a ton of those in my closet. Ah, this is for the baby. I also picked up some Spider-Man shoes and another little button-up shirt for my friend's kid, Jace. So, here we go. Here go the dresses, or most of the stuff that I paid full price for, and then this fun fabric tiger thing. $1.99 I paid for this. Whoa! So hopefully you can see the whole thing. The tigers, the wood grain, the beautiful majesticness. Alright, I paid full price for this extra large Lily Pulitzer dress, which is a fun, it's got like it's like a 70s throwback kind of, with the fun frilly like a sleeve. Let's see, I paid $4.99 for that dress. $4.99. That's a lot for me to pay for a dress. I could get 10 dresses for $5. Okay, anyway. Here, I definitely paid full price for this haberdashery size 14. How much did I pay for it though? I'm curious. $5.49. I paid $3.99 for this trench extra large. It's a vintage Philadelphia Flyers shirt. That's a pretty cool one. This one, it's super pretty. I paid full price for this also. And it is a Monsoon Beach. The cover up. And I paid $6.29 for this. Thought it was really, really pretty. It's got like a V back and front. A fun kind of sleeve. And then this sort of like fairy handkerchief kind of a bottom to it. I paid full price for this one. It's the right season. We'll see how it goes. This one is actually new with tags, and it's a Zara Basics dress. I paid $5.99 for it. It's large. It's like this strapless. It's got really fun like flowers all over it. Little cocktail dress, formal dress, and it still has the tags on it. So, Eclectic Petites by Jackie Bernard, and I thought this one was super cool. It has like a leather bit around the waist of it and a button up long sleeve, but I was like, size 6, whose waist is this small? Like that's literally the same size as the front of my head. Not that my head is small or anything, but tiny. Tiny waist. Alright, last but not least, and I think this might be my biggest score of the day as far as clothing goes, for the dresses, and I paid $6.99 for this. It's called A Sea by New York, or Sea New York. Let me show you the tag. See? See. Okay. There's the whole dress. Really pretty. It's got a vintage vibe to it, which makes me like it even more. But this is like an outer layer. It's hard to tell. Lined, and then this like design on it is in a velvety material, so it's really soft and pretty. And I have a feeling that that's going to be worth quite a bit of money just based on the quality of the materials and the way it looks. So we'll end up finding out. But there you go, guys. There's the clothing from my haul. I still have an entire car full or trunk full of hard goods to show you guys in the next video. If you want to see it, subscribe so you will know when that video comes up. If you like this video, hit the like button. And until next time, guys, happy hunting!